A Jewish woman tried to play dumb and dance her way out of danger, but she didn't expect to run into a twisted Nazi officer. So, she went ahead and called the Nazi officer a daddy. She literally called him a daddy, catching everyone completely off guard. Then she started dancing around her a daddy. She had no choice but to keep pretending to be clueless. There was no other way. She had to grit her teeth and dance if she wanted to survive. The Nazi officer couldn't help but clap and cheer. But the female officer wasn't interested in playing along. She pulled out her gun, ready to send the Jewish woman to her death. Unexpectedly, the Nazi officer suddenly showed a soft spot for her. He wasn't here to kill women this time. Quickly and slyly, he said, "Thank you." Then Daddy took his daughter's hand and asked if there was a doctor around. But not a single Jewish person answered. The Nazi daddy politely asked his pretending daughter again, "Isn't there even one doctor here?" The Jewish woman believed in this moment of kindness. The Nazi daddy immediately pushed her aside when he found out she was a gynecologist. He was thrilled, but before he could make a demand, the Jewish woman spoke first. She asked to see her son and husband, and even her brother and father. The Nazi officer eagerly agreed. He promised to fulfill all her requests. Then the officer made a small request of his own. The Nazis had set up a maternity center, and they needed all the women gathered there. The Red Cross would make sure they were taken care of. Hearing this, the Jewish woman agreed right away, willing to serve the Nazis without hesitation. Using her identity as a Jewish doctor, she convinced the pregnant women to go to the maternity center. But after the Nazi officer left, Jewish overseers shoved the doctor back in line, mocking her for working for the Nazis. They said going to the maternity center meant certain death, but the Jewish doctor refused to believe it. Soon, not far away, Red Cross trucks showed up. The trucks were there to take the Jews to the crematorium. What was that sweet smell in the air? The doctor started to panic. Suddenly, the woman looked in horror toward the distant chimney, black smoke pouring out. Only then did she realize her son was already dead, and her husband and father had also been sent to the flames. The maternity center was real, but it was just another twisted obsession of the Nazi officer.